Hello and welcome to Thursday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where we've got another puzzle by Jonesy to have a look at today. I feel like it was only a few days ago I did a Jonesy puzzle. I'm a big fan of Jonesy. This one's called Entropic Islands, and we have to build some regions in the grid. That's as far as I've got in terms of understanding the rules, but we'll read them together in a moment or two's time. When I looked on Logic Masters, this had a 100% approval rating, which is a difficult thing to achieve. Obviously, a very difficult thing to achieve, and 2 stars out of 5 for difficulty. So it might not be. Oh, sorry, nudged the microphone. It might not be quite as difficult as some puzzles I've had to do battle with recently. Oh, by the way, if you didn't watch yesterday's April Fool's edition, please have a go at Marty's incredible rat run from yesterday, which basically it incorporated the idea of mendacity and clues being liars, and it was just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. In fact, actually, can I do this? Yeah, and Marty's got this range of merchandise. Yeah, there we go. As well. I don't actually know if that's going to show up on the screen, but you can. No, it does. So we're okay. Yeah. We only launched this yesterday as well. It's very, very nice, and a way to celebrate. I think something that we've all got so many hours of pleasure with, pleasure from over the last several years. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk to you about today. Apart from the rules of this one, which we'll get to in a moment, I wanted to mention that our new competition started yesterday. Sandra&Nala's Nala's Bug Friends is the official name of it. Now, because I've loaded up this screen that Blobs prepares for us, this counts the number of souls of each puzzle. So because I've loaded it already, it's sort of already got a count going on, but I'm going to refresh it in a moment, and we'll see where we're up to in terms of how many. It's ridiculous. It's not. I'm recording this at 1:58 in the afternoon on Thursday, so that the puzzle hunt has been live for less than 24 hours. It launched at 4 p.m. yesterday afternoon. It's already 936 solves of the first puzzle and 111 solves of the 8 puzzles you need to solve in order to be eligible to win the competition. It's phenomenal. Well done to all those of you who've been playing these Sudokus. I think, loads of you will know. Fog of War and Sandra&Nala, that these are phrases that go together, and I'm not surprised that people are enjoying them. So do get involved. There's loads and loads of time. The closing date's the 20th, and good luck. What else can I mention? Oh, birthdays. Let me look at my list. I've got one late birthday, I know that. Ray, you turned 21 last month. And I'm sorry I missed your birthday. You sent us such a kind email. I hope your murder mystery party went well, and your friends enjoyed the meal that you've prepared for them. And I hope you get chocolate cake next year. I think it's very nice that your mum made you a cake, but hopefully there will be the required ratio of chocolate icing to cake in next year's edition. Ray, many happy returns. Now, a birthday that is today is for Howell. Howell, over there in Virginia. Your girlfriend Bronwyn wrote to me and told me that you've both been watching and solving, I think, for 5 years. That's incredible. Thank you so much for being with us for that length of time. Howell, I hope you have a brilliant birthday today. I hope that the chocolate cake is, of course, festively iced and very delicious. Many happy returns. Bronwyn, that's a name from... Where was that? Was that Neighbours or Home and Away? When I was I'm sure there was a Bronwyn in Home and Away or Neighbours. Why is my phone... I hate it when my phone does this. It just starts to go crazy. Is it WhatsApp messages or something? Anyway, I'll ignore that. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I don't want to think about home and away and neighbours. No, I don't. It is going mad. Anyway, let's move swiftly on and have a look at Entropic Islands by Jonesy. Let's read the rules together. What do we have to do? The rules start by saying hello. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So we're going to have to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. Digits are grouped into entropic sets. Low digits, right, so low digits are 1s, 2s and 3s. Middle digits are 4, 5s and 6s, and high digits are 7s, 8s and 9s. A digit placed in a circle indicates the size of the orthogonally connected group of cells that all contain digits from the same entropic set as that digit. Right, so if that was a 5, that would be from the middle entropic set, the 4, 5, 6 set, and that would be saying that there would be a group of orthogonal cells, so let's say it was that shape, and all these cells would contain the digits 4, 5 and 6. An orthogonal connection is a cell that shares an edge with the other green cells, so we couldn't achieve this by saying that, for example, because this one doesn't share an edge with these 4 here, so that's not an orthogonally connected group. Now, there's more rules though. Let me just keep reading. No region contains more than one circled cell. Not all regions contain a circle. Digits separated by a white dot must be consecutive, and digits separated by a black dot have a 2-to-1 ratio. In other words, one digit will be double the other. So if this was a 4, this digit could be an 8 because 8 is double 4, or it could be a 2 because 4 is double 2. And then it says have fun, which I think is an instruction, maybe not part of the rules. They are all the rules. Do have a go. 100% rated puzzle. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now I get to play. Let's get cracking. So, if I understand the rules correctly, can't I write a 1 into that cell? Because it said that any group only contains one circle. So this is sort of trapped in by the 2 cells around it. And then it must contain the number of cells in its group. Let me just double check that I've understood that. Yes, the size of the group. So that is a 1. And probably what we ought to do is to have colours for low digits 1s, 2s and 3s, middle digits 4, 5s and 6s, and high digits 7s, 8s and 9s. So what shall we choose? Cold digits, could they be blue? Let's have blue. And which version of blue? Should we have the lighter blue? We'll have to decide when we get to middly or high digits what we're going to do. I mean, obviously these are not now blue digits, are they? Ah, right. So that's immediately, I can see something from that. Yeah, I'm going to look at this one. Now, because we know that there are no 1s, 2s and 3s in either of these cells, because otherwise this wouldn't be a size 1 region. These 2 digits together, well, each one individually, is at least a 4. But this one, whatever that is, let's make it purple for a moment. It's in a region of at least 4 size that doesn't bump into any other circle, so it must grow. It must do at least that. That one's got to grow because it can't be a 1 size region, so that's got to go down there. I'm going to adjust my colours once we discover how large each of these is. Now this one has to grow. It's got to be at least a 4, so it's got to go that way and there. Let's just use another colour again. That one's got to grow because it can't be a 1, so that one's got to do that. I'm quite sure I'm doing this in... Oh, this one's got to be at least 4, so that's got to grow. That one's... No, that one only has to be 2. Oh. Okay, so What does that mean? That one's got to be at least 2 Mavericks flying over. It's quite a nice day here. It was cold first thing, but it's quite a nice day now, so it's probably a nice day for Maverick to fly past my window. Don't know, really. Not seeing anything instantly obvious. Oh, no, I can. No, I do see, actually. I know this is blue, don't I? Because these can't be from the blue set. Neither of these circles can be from the blue set, or this blue set would spill out, and this couldn't have been a 1, and it would have contained more than one circle. These two are both. In fact, I've just realised that one of them is high, isn't it? Because these two cells share an edge, and they can't be from the same entropic group. Otherwise, there would be 2 circles in that entropic group. So one of these is at least a 7. But the point I wanted to make is that I still have to put 2 and 3 in this box, and they cannot go in those regions. Now, I could put one of them here, but then I would have to put one of them in the red region, which means that the red region is a low group. It is from the 1, 2, 3 set, so this is definitely a 2, 3 pair. I don't know if that's 2, that is the size of the region, but if it's 3, it can spill. It could go into one of those 2 cells. So, and that's done it. That's done it. This is a lovely start, actually, because now we should look at this black dot pair. It doesn't have a 1, 2, or a 3 on it. In fact, let's correct this. This red is actually blue now, isn't it? But what are we putting into these 2 cells? It must be a 4, 8. Because if we think about all the ways we can create black dot pairs in Sudoku, we've got a 1, 2 pair, a 2, 4 pair, well, that's not possible, the 2's over here. A 3, 6 pair, that's not possible, the 3's over there. Or a 4, 8 pair, which is what this must be. So maybe, okay, I don't know whether purple is going to be high or middly. But I do know that this is at least a 4, so that has to grow. Oh, wait. It's something to do with the number of green digits in a column, or perhaps even maybe even the number of indigo digits in a row. Because each entropic set, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, 8, 9, only contains 3 digits. So look at the purple set. These 3. I suppose, can this be purple is my question. And the answer is obviously it can't, because that would put 4 of the same entropic set in a column. Now, so I know in terms of the nomenclature of the colours that we're working with, because these are different entropies, and these are different entropies, I could replace indigo with green without, I mean, that must be true. The entropy of this is the same as the entropy of this. And now, I still can't quite see how to do this. I suppose I know whatever that digit is. Imagine this was 8. This would be a 7, 8, 9 entropy, and this would be an 8. And the same must be true if this is a 4. So this digit is the same as that digit. And this, which I don't know whether it's 4 or 8, but clearly this green set cannot grow to here, because that would be 4 of that digit in the column. So it must bend at least to here. And this is a 4 or an 8, because actually, is that? No, that is true. That is totally true. Because whatever this digit is not in those 2 digits. Oh, that's it. Done it. Right. Sorry. And you probably all got there far quicker than I did. But can green grow? Can the grass grow any further? The answer is no, it can't. Because how could green grow? If green grows another cell in any direction in box 4, what would happen? There would be at least 4 digits of the same entropy in box 4. That cannot exist. So this cannot grow, which means this is a 4. So that's a 4, that's an 8, which means we know this one is the same as the green entropy. So these are 5 and 6. This is now 4. Yeah, this is going to be absolutely critical. This idea that you can only have 3 entropic digits from the same set in any row, column or box. It's really limiting how these things can grow. Now this is an 8, so that's an 8. This is a 7, 9. The 8 is a much bigger region, so we've got to start growing this region. So that's a 7 or a 9. It can't be an 8. This one, I don't think I know. That's got to be a 5 or a 6. This one, that could be high or low entropy. This is a 4. And this is a 5, 6 pair. And hopefully I'm about to say something sensible. But but how? Is it this cell on the black dot? That can't be 2, 3 or 4 now. So in terms of, if we think about digits that can benefit from a doubling relationship in Sudoku, once 2, 3 and 4 have gone, 5, 7 and 9 can never be on a black dot. Because if you think about the digits or the numbers that would be either half of them or double them, you either get non-integers or you get double-digit numbers, so they don't work. So in fact, this particular digit is 1, 6 or 8. And it's not 6, is it? Because 6 has gone in the box. So it's 1 or 8. Now if it's 1, it's a blue digit. And this would be a blue digit 2. And if it's, oh, it can't be, oh, sorry, it can't be 8. Oh, have I just missed, I've just not done my Sudoku, have I? Is that really, that's sort of a weird naked single, isn't it? It sees, oh, I just didn't notice. It just is. It sees 2, 3. It sees 4, 5, 6. It sees 8. It's just a 1. So this is a 2. And now these two are both blue. And my 8 cell region here has to grow. Now this is a problem. I think I might have broken this because now this can't go there, purple, because I've already had 3 purples in the row. So purple, which has to grow, has to go there. This is getting scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I only need to grow it once more, and I can do that. Okay, so it might be all right. And this digit, look, is, oh, it can't be purple, or purple would be size 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this has to be, this white dot separates 2 different entropies. So this has to be 7. That's lovely, isn't it? So that's going to be 7, that's 6, that's 5, and this is now a green. And this is a 5. Because if it was a 6, how would we grow the green region in box 2? You couldn't do it because we've used all the greens. So this is 5. Whoops, this is 5, this is 6. That region is now finished. Well, this can't be purple, because if it was purple, we know purple digits are at least, in fact, it would be at least an 8, and it would grow here, and there would be 4 purples in the box, which is impossible. So this is a blue, it's a blue digit, it's a 2 or a 3 by Sudoku. It must grow, so it must go there. We haven't put 1 into this box. Oh, I see. So we could put 1 there and make this a 3, and that would work. In fact, oh, well, no, it's not that, is it? Because this purple region is finished. So this can't be purple. So the last purple in box 2 must be here. And that is now a 9 by Sudoku. So this is an 8, this is a 9, this is a 7. This is a 7 or a 9, and this has to be a 1 because we haven't put the 1 in box 2, which means it's finished. I wonder if actually it might help me. Do you mind if I just... I'm going to delineate some of these regions just so I can keep track of when they're finished. And I always enjoy doing this, so just forgive me for a moment. So this one is finished. That one we don't know. That one's finished. This one is finished. We don't know about that one. That one is finished. But this doesn't have to get to a circle, does it? So we better be a bit careful with that. And I know that this one is either blue or green. Oh, I see. This is a 2. Because to grow, it would have to go there, and then I'd have 4 blues in the top row. So in fact, all of those are purple digits, and they are a 7, 8, 9 triple. So this is a 2 to indicate its size, and we can draw this in. Now, what does that mean? Yeah, this digit can't be blue, because then the 1 would be incorrect, and it can't be purple, so it is green. It's 5 or 6. And this is a 2 now, because that's got to just count its correct number, hasn't it? And I've got to put 1 and 3 in these cells, and a 4 as well. So we may as well actually just correct that. That's a 1, 3, 4 triple. And these digits are from 2, 5, 6, but I don't know the order. Now, where do you think we look next? We could do a little bit of Sudoku if forced. Oh, 2 and 3 in box 4 are there in those cells, so I might as well bluify them. That means this digit is a circled enormous digit. So we could do that, couldn't we? That's presumably going to be very crucial. You can... No, yeah, of course you can repeat digits in a region. Otherwise you could never have a circled 7, 8, 9, or even a circled 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, what does that mean? So if that was a circle, if that was a purple circle, we'd have 2 purple regions that would be massive, that would have to all sort of escape from this part of the grid and not touch one another. This purple can't extend very far downwards, because if in this column, in column 3, there's an 8 available from the purple entropic set, but that's all. So this could be an 8, but then it couldn't go any further. So it has to go this way, which means that's a 7 or a 9. Right. So this one is not... Well, we knew it wasn't purple, actually, because it couldn't share a circle with this region. So either that's a green 6, or it's a blue 1 or a blue 3. And purple has to keep growing, therefore. So this is an 8 by purplage, and this cell can't be a purple. Oh, this is lovely. Ah, Jonesy, you are a very clever setter. Look, this digit can't be purple, because we've had all the purples. We've had all the purples in box 5, so how does this region grow? It could take this cell, but that's the only cell it can take, so it's maximally size 4. It has to reach at least a 7, so it must go there, which is now a 9, and now it can't go any further in this column or this column, so it must go there. into a 7 or an 8. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a maximum. So it has to go at least one further. And right, okay, that's beautiful. I've seen one thing that means. I don't know if this one is in or not, is in purple or not. So I can't extend this any further. But let's look at these 3 digits and ask what entropy they are. Because they can't be 1, 2, or 3 by Sudoku, and they can't be purple by Sudoku. So they are all green. These are double blue. Actually, that was probably the easier way to see that. So this one doesn't have a circle in it at all. There's no circle in that blue region. We could do that. If this one connects to that, it would substantially complete it, wouldn't it, if that was green? Let's put 4, 5, and 6 in there and just see if that helps us to spot anything. I need to put 2 in the column. It's actually helpful for scanning to have these colours in the grid. Now, we need 2 greens at the bottom of column 5. And they are a 4 and a 5. And this column has had its purples. It needs one. Oh, this is a 1, 3, 6 triple. So let's pop that in. So if this was a 1, this would have to be a 6. Okay. And this one, well, we know it's not purple. If it's green, it's a 6. I was about to rule that out, but that's not. If it could somehow get to that 4, 5, that might be possible, actually. Not sure. Okay, but if it's green, it's a 6. And if it's blue, it is a 3. Because it's already connected orthogonally to 2 blues. So it couldn't be less than 3. So this is 3 or 6 only. And this one, this is the critical one, isn't it? I know, because I know the entropy of this. It's not green. Green has gone. Now, if it was purple, it could theoretically be purple from the column perspective. It could be a 7 or a 9. But how on earth would you connect? No, you can't. No. And my first thought was correct. How do you get it to connect to enough purples? It can't connect to another circled purple region. There's just no purples available. It could hardly have any. It just can't be purple. It's got to therefore be blue, and therefore we know its size because it's already connected. It can't be bigger than 3, and it's already connected to 3. So that sort of does that. That makes this a 6, this a 1, which is slightly surprising, because that 1 can't now be next to its friend, the 3. So 3 must go to the bottom. We can do some bluification, some greenification. This 6, how's it going to get 6? 6 middly digits. There's only 3 available from this box, so it must avail itself of these 3, which makes this green. And now this digit is blue, and a 1 by entropy. Because again, we know that to get this up to a count of 6, one of these is going to be the green that connects it orthogonally to this stripe of 4. So one of those is green. It's the final green in the box. And this cell sees all the purples, so it is blue, and it seems to have to, by Sudoku, be that digit. I'm probably doing this in the most inefficient way possible, but I'm doing it my way. Now by Sudoku, that becomes a 2, which forces the green this way, forces the 8 to be at the bottom, because 8 is definitely not a green digit. So these are 4 and 5. These are 7 and 9. It does still seem to be working. And okay, and now we can start to draw our regions, look. Like so. Oh, I tell you something as well we've got to be careful about. Is my 7 or 9 here is going to... oh, well, it forces it to grow into that one. It can't grow into a circle, can it? And now we've got 3 purples in row 8. So if it does grow any further, how can it be 9 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It could grow here for an 8th, and then it couldn't take a 9th because neither of those can be purple. They've already got 3. They would already both have 3 in their rows. So that's a 7, I think. 7, 9, 9, 7. 4, 5. So this is the end of that purple. Let's draw that in. Which means this digit is not purple. And we know it's not blue because all the blues have gone in the row. So that's green. This digit is 7, 8 or 9. This digit, it could still be a blue 2 perhaps. In fact, blue, the 2 in blue is in one of those 3. These 2 are blue 1, 3 by row, just the row Sudoku. And this circle might have to do a lot of heavy lifting here. Let's think that through. How could that circle... oh, I was going to prove it couldn't be purple by some complicated logic about how it could access enough purples, not realising it simply can't be purple because of the row. So this is blue or green. Do we think it can be green? I bet it can't. I feel very sceptical about that being able to be green. How? Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure. What about this one? That's not purple. If that was green, it would be at least a 4. And it could get no greens from here. Oh, I see, but it could connect to these. But then this, how would this get? How could... there aren't enough. Are there? Okay, let's try that logic. If this was a 4 and this was a 5, that would be the absolute minimum. So what I'm trying to assess is whether I think this could really be green. Now, if it's green, it's minimally a 4. And this could be minimally a 5, which means I have to connect 9 greens to these 2 circles. Now, what's available? In this box, if this is green, there's a green down here. So in box 9, there is 1 green available to both of these circles. So 1, this one. 3 there. There's 3 in there, isn't there, somewhere? So that's 7. 8. I suppose the 4 and the 5 and the 6 there would get us up to 10. So maybe that is what's happening. Okay, all right, I don't know then. Ah, hang on. I hadn't noticed that I haven't put any purples into this row. Well, that's quite interesting as well. Because that... oh, no, this black dot makes things very straightforward. You can't put 7 or 9 on a black dot. So that's 8, that's 4, that's therefore green, that's therefore 4. And this is hopefully going to do something for us. This is not 4, this is not 8. So now, if this was green, it would have to go there, and it would have to be a 6. And that might be impossible. That feels like that would put too much pressure on this being a 5, not being able to take this cell. It could take 3 there, but it couldn't take 2 here. I'm pretty sure this is blue. I think that's the road we're being led on. But let me just see if I can... or let's just see if we can think about that in a different way. I mean, this can't be purple. Could that be purple? No, it can't be purple. So again, this, if that's green, you can't possibly get enough. Imagine this is a 5, a green 5, which is the least it could be. Where's it getting 5, not bumping into this one's region? I mean, that could get those, that's possible, but then this has got availability of 2, maybe 3 at most. It couldn't be. That's got to be blue, which doesn't actually help me very much. It's 2 or 3. But maybe this, maybe the point is that this one now, in order to reach 5 greens, doesn't this have to be green? Imagine it wasn't. How's this getting 5 greens? It can get 2 up here and 1 here. That's not enough. So that's definitely green. That's the final green in its column. That places 4, look in the column. It's great, this. It's really clever. Now one of these is a 6. This can't be green and it can't be purple. Purple because it would connect to an existing purple region. So that the only low digit that can be is 2, which can't connect here because that would make it a 4 size region. So that 2 must go to here where it has to see its friend the 1. So that's a new region that we've just learned about. Let's pen that one in. Okay. So what do we need? We need, these digits are from 5, 7 and 8. This is a 2 or a 3. Oh, this is a 2 or a 3 as well, just by the row. I didn't notice that. So that's another blue. So this one has to be a green 5 or a green 6. Well, one of these is a 2. I don't know which one, but one of them's a 2 and it will connect to this. So that's got to be a 3. 3, 2, 3, 1. So this has become a 4 by Sudoku. This has become a 1. This has become a 3. So we can do some more colouring at the top of the grid. Oh, that's really clever. Look, if this one was the 2, which it can't be by Sudoku, but if it could, it would create a too big a region. So this is going to be the 2. This is going to be the, not 2, the green. This region is now size 6, which determines this digit. So 6, 5, 5, 6, 5, because we had to put a 5 in that row, didn't we? So that's the green now. The 6 is making its way over there. This 8, yeah, I was wondering how that was going to get resolved, but it sort of is. So 7 goes in the corner down here. This becomes an 8. This becomes a 9. So 9, 7, 8, 9, 7. This is a 6 by Sudoku. And that digit in the corner is a 9. I feel like singing for it, but no, we probably oughtn't to. So we can do all sorts of region creation off the back of this. Actually, there's quite a lot of regions here that don't have circles. And I've probably missed a boundary somewhere, and that'll annoy people. No, oh, is that, have I missed that one? No, maybe I've missed that one as well. I didn't mean to. If I have missed any boundaries, that's a very pretty looking grid, isn't it? What a lovely puzzle. That felt quicker than usual, but it's still 40 minutes. Loved that. Really good. Really, some very nice ideas that were sort of telegraphed in a way by the setup of box 1, and some astute placement of dots to make me think about the right things. Jonesy does it again. Let me know in the comments how you got on with the puzzle. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. Oh, I just realised I hadn't clicked tick. That could have been a disaster, but it is correct. And yeah, as I say, we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.